Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Basketball games. Pregame will start in about 12 minutes. Top 4 finish. And a good evening to you from the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as we get set for Heart of America Athletic Conference volleyball between the Dordt Defenders and the Ottawa Braves. The Dordt Defenders come into today's contest 15-5 and 5-3 in the conference, while Ottawa is 13-4 overall and 6-2 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Critical weekend for the Dordt Defenders as we get down to it in terms of conference play. The Defenders still fighting for a top 4 finish in the league, and it's been kind of a strange season thus far. Park is pulling away. They're at 9-0. That is who Dordt will be playing tomorrow. Missouri Valley 5-1 at the moment. Mount Mercy 6-2 along with Ottawa. William Penn 5-2. Dordt 5-3. Grandview 5-3. Morningside 5-4, and then you've got the separation with perennial power Missouri Baptist sitting back at 3-5. Top 4 teams in the league get a first-round home match on April 11th in the quarterfinal round, while the next 4 will be traveling, and those are the only teams that make the final tournament for the Heart of America Athletic Conference. A total of 8 teams, so that is what the Defenders are fighting for at this point. 2 games this weekend. They host Morningside in a critical match this week as well. Go on the road for a couple of matches the following weekend. That's 1 weekend from now, and then have a couple of home weekends to wrap up the regular season, along with, I believe, a midweek road trip to Lamoni, Iowa, to take on the Graceland Yellow Jackets. Getting a little ahead of myself. Dordt at 5-3, 15-5 overall. Ottawa 6-2 and 13-4. Dordt is led by Joel Van Groningen. The junior is averaging a team-high 4 kills per contest. Also has a .288 kill efficiency as an outside attacker. McCullough Unruh and Joseph Jang split the setting duties. Unruh is at 3.84 kill assists per contest. Joseph Jang is at 5.96. The Defenders are led in digs by Colt Schmidt. He's been a difference maker for the Defenders early on, averaging 3.9 digs per contest. He leads the Defenders in that category. The Defenders hitting .259 as a team, taking on Ottawa this evening and the Ottawa Braves. We will tell you more about them when we get to our starting lineups. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we will be back with more from the DeWitt Gym right after this 2-minute timeout.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
really want to give them practice skills that they can use to serve their clients or serve the organizations that they work for.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym. Told you some things about the Dordt defenders. Let's take a look now at the Ottawa Braves. They're led by Petar Lysak, averaging 3.7 kills per contest. Marco Zoljan is at 3.4, and McCore Pickup is at 2.9 kills per contest. This is a Ottawa team that is averaging 13 kills per contest, allowing 11.8. They are hitting for a .281 kill efficiency. They have 90 ace serves so far this year. They are plus 19 in ace serves. The defenders, a decided advantage on opponents in ace serves. Right now, they have 48 more ace serves than their opponents. And the Dordt defenders and Ottawa Braves, we're having the introductions of our lineups currently, as this will be a best-of-5 match. Siobhan Blades is the head coach for the Ottawa Braves, while Dordt is coached by longtime head coach Chad Hansen. He's been with the program since the beginning of its venture into varsity men's volleyball. They were a club team before jumping into the varsity fray and enjoying one of their best seasons to date with a 15-5 mark. The Ottawa Braves and Dordt defenders, I believe they started their varsity excursion the same year. And in fact, I believe Dordt's first varsity match here at the DeWitt Gym was a match with the Ottawa Braves. So there is your history lesson for the evening. It's been a busy day for Dordt athletics so far today. Softball team earned a pair of wins this morning and this afternoon. The Dordt baseball team got a win over Aquinas in game 1 of their doubleheader. They are playing game number 2 as I speak in Florida. And also on the Dordt calendar today, we have a report that the swimmer Pedro Brandau did not qualify for the finals in the 100 breaststroke. He will compete in the prelims of the 200 tomorrow. The Dordt track and field team, they have had they've had 3 All-American performances today. Both the women's and men's 4x800 meter relay teams finishing in the top 8 to earn All-American status. And the defenders also got an All-American performance from McKenna Walhoff as she finished 5th in the weight throw earlier today. More qualifiers for the NAI finals tomorrow, 600 meters. Isaac Davilar qualified in the 600 meters. Shelby Bawalda in the 600 meters, just to name a couple of those competitors, and you can check that out on our website at godort.com. Let's take another 1-minute break, and we'll be back with First Serve, Dordt versus Ottawa. Heart of America Athletic Conference volleyball action coming your way in 1 minute.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
Find a project that applies to your local context, that helps you as a teacher in your classroom, and do a deep dive on it. Like, we're always trying to be like, what does this have to do with the place in which you serve?
Well, I will do my best with the pronunciations tonight. We apologize in advance. I do have the pronunciation guide kindly supplied to me by Katie Tooley at Ottawa University, and sometimes things can get lost in translation, but I will do my best, and my apologies for where I fall short. As the Ottawa Braves, a significant international flavor. And we are just about set for volleyball. Serving for the Ottawa Braves will be Leo Baton. Baton with service. Where's number 2? And Baton to line it up and send it over as we get set for volleyball. Big match for the defenders. Big match for both teams, in fact, as they're both basically fighting for the same spot. Right side attack, Van Groningen covered by Schmidt. Gets it over to Jang. Jang, middle to Vermeer. Vermeer climbs the ladder and finishes for the kill. And the Dordt defenders with a 1-0 lead. 1-0 our score. Glad to have you along with me on this Friday night. The Dordt defenders with a 1-0 advantage on the kill by Lance Vermeer. Serving will be Joel Van Groningen. And Van Groningen, both of these teams sporting predominantly black and white jerseys, a little bit of gold highlighting, and the Dordt defenders out of the middle. Vermeer with the block, and the Dordt defenders take a 2-0 lead. 2-0 our score. That was Kadeem Morris, who got blocked at the net. Dordt with a 2-0 advantage. Serving Van Groningen. Van Groningen. That might go as an ace, kept alive by the Ottawa Braves. And the attack from the outside by Vermeer. That is Schmidt. Schmidt hits it long and out of bounds. And it's 2-1 Dordt. Dordt had a couple of matches earlier this week. Played Viterbo. And also Governor State came away with a couple of victories to build their record to 15-5. And the jump serve into the net by Larzik. Larzik gives Dordt a 3-1 lead on the service error. So Peter Larzik with the service error. Serving for the defenders will be Bradley Neff. Neff, a floater. Controlled. Larzik set outside, and Dordt bangs and gets the block put up. Kaparis got a piece of it. Dordt sends it over. In transition, the Braves trying to take advantage. Pickup unable to put it away. Set goes outside to Schmidt. Schmidt dug by Pickup. Pickup comes back right side to Larzik. Larzik hits it long and out of bounds. Point defenders, and the Dordt defenders lead it 4-1. 4-1 our score. Dordt with a 3-point advantage early on in this one. Bradley Neff, the sophomore from Nebraska, with service, and his short serve controlled by Zoljan. Pushed over the net. Free ball. Taken by Van Groningen. Overpass. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa attacking. Zoljan. Zoljan blocked at the net, and the defenders, Cade Schmidt and Corey Kaparis, there for the block, and the defenders lead 5-1. 5-1 our score. Serving is Neff. So Neff to serve with his team leading 5-1. Fast start by the defenders. Service into the net. It's 5-2. Well, we got started at about 7:05 today. Actually closer to 7:08. Put that down as the official start time. 5-2 our score. Serving will be Pickup. McCourt Pickup with service. And Pickup serve into the net. Point defenders. Dordt gets another point on a service error. Last couple of points for the defenders have come on service errors. And the defenders lead 6-2 already. 2 service errors by the Braves. The defenders with 1. The defenders just 1 attack so far. 1 kill, I should say, out of 5 total attacks. Serving Hoffman, controlled Braves. Braves push it over, saved by the defenders. Hoffman gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Cade. That's Colt to Cade. Cade with the kill off the assist from Colt, and the Dordt defenders lead 7-2. 7-2, serving Hoffman. So for the defenders, this is Justin Hoffman. He's a junior from Ripon, California. And we are shorthanded on line judges. We are on spring break, so most of the women's volleyball team normally handling the line judging responsibilities. They're mostly out of town. So we've got 4 officials, a couple of line judges, then the R1 and the R2. That attack hits the antenna. Point defenders on the attack here by Zoljan. And the Dordt defenders have an 8-2 lead. 8-2 our score just underway. This time out brought to you by Vision Companies. Envision the possibilities. Create your space. VisionBuilders.com. Back with more in a minute.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything, where we see our work impact lives near and far and embrace opportunities to pursue our passions. And a day at the office isn't just 8 to 5, because we work for innovative companies and know we're never far from the next unforgettable memory. Because we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
Side and through the block, dug by Colt Schmidt. Gets it to Hoffman, back over to Van Groningen. Takes something off of that one. Braves attacking over the block, saved by Colt Schmidt. Gets it to Hoffman again, touches it back over to Cade Schmidt. Cade Schmidt with the kill, and the Dordt offense right now clicking 9-2. Cade Schmidt from Justin Hoffman. So Justin Hoffman getting the nod as part of the two-setter offense for the defenders tonight. Serving, Hoffman. Here comes the Braves. Dordt puts the block up and just unable to close the block. Elliott and Kaparis on the attack by Zoljan. And Zoljan with the kill. It's 9-3. 9-3 our score. First set of this best-of-5 tussle. Still have a busy stretch coming up for the defenders. Set goes to the middle. Kaparis out of the middle, unable to put it away. Here comes Ottawa, and Kaparis and Elliott unable to close the block on the attack by Larzik. Point Ottawa. It's back to 9-4. We'll have volleyball tomorrow afternoon again, 1 o'clock, Dordt versus Grandview. And then coming up next week, Dordt versus Morningside in Heart of America Athletic Conference, the two GPAC rivals. Both went into the Heart of America Conference last year. This is the second year of this configuration. Likely have some more changes on the way. The Hastings looking for a home for men's volleyball. Joust at the net. Kaparis pushes it over. Here comes Ottawa, unable to put it away. Elliott from the left side for the kill. Nicodemus Elliott with the kill, and the Dordt defenders limit Ottawa's string to 2 points in a row. Well, you've got a lead, and if you can maintain the lead and limit the runs of points, you're in good shape. Cade Schmidt, attack. Here's Kaparis. Kaparis off the block for the kill. Kaparis takes care of the overpass for Corey Kaparis. That is his first kill. Dordt with 5 kills now, hitting .333 for the match. Ottawa thus far, negative numbers. That means more errors than kills. Schmidt serving long and out of bounds. It's 11-5. Defenders by 6. So the defenders staking themselves to an early 11-5 lead. And serving for the Braves will be Ledorts. Quanton Ledorts. Ledorts. Short serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Gets it over to Hoffman. Right side, Elliott. Elliott with the kill. And Ledorts' opportunity in the service area limited. And serving will be Colt Schmidt. So Colt Schmidt serving. He's got the bright yellow libero jersey on today. Been a while since we've had a men's volleyball match on the Dordt Media Network. Defenders have been on the road for the last while. Attacking from the outside and getting the kill is Peter Larzik. Larzik makes it 12-6. Larzik's last name spelled Lazic, but pronounced Larzik. Serve, controlled, Schmidt, on to Hoffman, over to Van Groningen with a kill. Van Groningen has been the go-to player for the defenders most of the year, averaging 4 kills per contest is Van Groningen. Elliott checks out of the match along with Hoffman. Jang is in, along with Kai Chapman. So Joseph Jang serving with the defenders leading 13-6. And the serve short, controlled by Pickup. Set goes back line, dug by Schmidt. Colt Schmidt kept it alive. And Joel Van Groningen unable to chase it down. 13-7, defenders by 6. Curious if that, 13-7. That kill by Zoljan. And the serve taken by Schmidt. Quick attack out of the middle, Vermeer with a kill. Lance Vermeer sporting a fresh haircut today. Barely recognized him. Joel Van Groningen serving. So Van Groningen serving. Dordt up 14-7. One trip around the rotation for the defenders. Serve to the sideline. Missed wide and out of bounds. 14-8. Well, the defenders playing with a 6-point cushion. That's the first service error by Van Groningen. The defenders with 8 kills as a team. 8 out of their 14 points coming on kills. Serve taken by Schmidt. Gets it to Jang. Back set, Chapman. Chapman unblocked kill. Kai Chapman with the kill. And when the defenders get their passes on the money and give their setters options, I should say, they can move it around that time. They saw the block late in arriving for Chapman. Chapman puts it away. Dordt leads 15-8. Now out of the middle for the kill is Kadeem Morris. Kadeem Morris records the kill. He's got his first kill in 3 attacks. Dordt still leading by 6. Serving is McCourt. Pickup. He is from Utah. His serve taken by Schmidt. Cade taps it. Attacking down the line, Ottawa. Jang there for the second contact. Gets it back over to Joel. Joel for the kill, 16-9. Joel Van Groningen with the kill. And serving will be the defenders. Hoffman. So pretty short stint that time for Jang. Jang, though, gets 4 assists in the process. Here's Hoffman with serve. Taken by the libero, Batain. Serve, the attack dug by Van Groningen. Hoffman gets it over to Schmidt. Colt taps it over. Here comes Ottawa and the open net and the kill for Larzik. Larzik makes it 16-10. Well, ever since it was 9-2, we basically played even volleyball. Dordt leading 16-10. Ottawa no closer than 6, and that's where they're at right now. Morris, serve, could be trouble. Get it back over to Kaparis. Kaparis with the kill, and Hoffman that time able to go up. Kept the ball from going to the other side, kept it away from Ottawa. Able to get to it without recording or getting the back row attack call. Once it contacted an Ottawa player, that's what you're dealing with. Schmidt back over to Hoffman, has to chase it down to the bleachers. Passed over by Schmidt, free ball. Dumping it over, pushed right back by Kaparis. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa out of the middle, block put up by the defenders, and a solo block for the defenders. I believe that was Kaparis who got the block. They're going to give Van Groningen and Kaparis the assisted block, and the Dordt defenders with an 18-10 lead. So the defenders out quickly, 18-10. Serving is Cade Schmidt. Top spin serve just long and out of bounds. It's 18-11. 18-11 our score. And serving for the Braves will be Quentin Ledorts. Ottawa also previously a member with the Defenders in the old Great Plains Athletic Conference Volleyball League. That was back when Jamestown was a part of it. Nicodemus Elliott with the kill. It's 19-11. Kansas Wesleyan, Ottawa, Dordt, Morningside, all migrating over to the Heart of America Athletic Conference nearly 2 years ago. It was in May of 2024. Block put up by the Defenders, saved by Elliott. Gets it back over to Hoffman. From behind the spike line, Schmidt. They're going to say that he was on the line when he attacks. Cade Schmidt. His toe was on the 10-foot line. He was flirting with it, and he knew it. And the R1 watching it closely from his stand. Dordt leading 19-12. Serve is long and out of bounds. It'll be Dordt with a point. Dordt leading 20-12. With this Dordt team through set one, the early returns coming out pretty focused. See if they can maintain that here. Joseph Jang serving. And Joseph Jang with service. Dordt leading 20-12. Jang, the floater to the back line, taking it, baton. Right side, through the block, and effectively getting the kill is Larzik. Larzik makes it 20-13. Larzik has been effective. 4 kills, 9 attacks. He's hitting .222. He's the team leader in attacks here this evening. Baton serving. I keep wanting to say Bateen, but it's Baton. Jang, Chapman with the left hand and the kill. I've got to think that has an effect as well. Chapman, a left-hander. You don't see that many left-handed attackers. And it just coming off the wrong shoulder, if you will. Joel Van Groningen with service. Dordt leading 21-13. And the serve. Van Groningen cross-court, taken by Pickup. Back over to Pickup. Pickup blocked at the net. Attacking Ottawa. Ottawa right side, and the kill for Larzik. Larzik makes it 21-14, so the Defenders not able to put the Braves away yet. The Braves, though, trying to neutralize momentum if they can. And the serve by Larzik. Larzik taken by Colt Schmidt. Outside it goes Cade. Cade bangs it off of the block. Controlled. Here comes Ottawa. Larzik. Larzik misses wide and out of bounds on the cross-court shot. And the Defenders lead 22-14. The Defenders balanced attacking thus far. Nicodemus Elliott with 3 kills. Chapman, Van Groningen, Caparis, Vermeer, and Schmidt all with 2. So the 6-2 offense on full display so far. Attacking from the outside Pickup. Pickup makes it 22-15. 22-15 on the McCourt Pickup kill. So the Defenders still leading by 7. Push the lead up to as many as 8 on a few different occasions. Most recently 22-14. Serve taken by Van Groningen. Jang has to chase it. Gets it back over to Chapman. Chapman over the top of the block, and the block late in arriving. And the Defenders back in front by 8, 23-15. Ottawa has a timeout remaining. Doesn't look like they're going to use it. Hoffman serving. See that more and more in men's volleyball where the coaches do not utilize their complement of timeouts. Hoffman serves it into the net. Point Ottawa. It's 23-16. So Hoffman, that time a service error for the Defenders. 5 service errors today so far. No aces. So 5 of Ottawa's 16 points coming by virtue of service errors. That's nearly a third of their offense. Morris serve. Taken by Van Groningen. Outside it goes Cade Schmidt. Schmidt blocked at the net. And it's back to 6, 23-17. Now Coach Chad Hansen does have both timeouts remaining. He is not averse to using them, especially. Typically will use that first one to slow down the train if he has to. And right now you're getting into that territory. Morris with the service. Dordt on the attack. Caparis second chance, and Caparis, boy, looked like it might have been a lift. Hoffman gets it back over to Caparis. Caparis climbs the ladder and puts it away. 24-17. Caparis, in just his third year of organized volleyball. Every once in a while a little raw, but pretty athletic. Cade Schmidt with service. Schmidt serve into the net. Point Ottawa. It's 24-18. 24-18. Serving Ledorts. Quentin Ledorts. He is from France. And Ledorts' serve taken short. Van Groningen comes back outside Joel. Joel off of the block and the kill. The Dordt defenders secure set 1, 25-18. We head to set number 2 with the Dordt defenders leading 1-0. Let's take a 2-minute break and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 2 minutes.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit.
The Dordt defenders secure set 1, 25-18. Dordt heading 4:33 for set number 1. And not sure if we have any highlights. If you have those on the Hague Health Center highlights, go ahead and run those now. The Dordt defenders, a 433 kill efficiency. Ottawa 107. Dordt a 16-9 kills advantage. Neither team had an ace serve. And the defenders recorded 2 points from blocks, while the Ottawa Braves recorded 1 point from a block. Throughout the course of this season, we will have highlights, and those are brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. So the Dordt defenders surrendering 18 points, and 6 of them coming via service errors. So Ottawa limited in terms of their offense. And now the defenders trying to take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. Start set number 2 with Joseph Jang serving down the line, taken by Pickup. Set goes to the back line. Dordt gets the block up. That was Vermeer. Now up towards the net. Dordt gets another block up, and it's been Groningen and Vermeer slamming the door. And the Dordt defenders lead 1-0. 1-0 our score. The defenders winning set 1 25-18. 3 kills each for Elliott, Chapman, Van Groningen, and Caparis so far. And the serve taken by Jang, or serve by Jang. Set goes to Morris. Morris with the kill, and we have our first tie of the match at 1-1. 1-1 our score. Serving for Ottawa is Larzik. And Larzik with the jump serve taken by Schmidt. Gets it to Jang. Pushed over by Vermeer. Saved by Larzik. Kept it alive. Got it over to Pickup. Pickup blocked at the net. We had a player in the net. Who's it going to go against? I believe it was an Ottawa player, Pickup, who ended up running into the net and gets called for it. Dordt leads 2-1. 2-1 our score. Serving for the defenders is Joel Van Groningen. Van Groningen, the team leader in ace serves this year. And Van Groningen serves it long and out of bounds. He's got 43 aces this season, averaging basically an ace every 2 sets. A little bit better than that. Serves that one long and out of bounds, so we're tied 2-2. Set comes back over to Chapman off of the block, saved by Pickup. Comes back outside, and the defender's unable to pick it up, and Colt Schmidt, his pass, not enough air under it, and Ottawa has their first lead of the set at 3-2. 3-2 our score after the kill by Zoljan. And serving is Pickup. Jang. Cade Schmidt unable to put it down. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa reloading right side and through the block for the kill is Larzik. Larzik puts it away. It's 4-2. Larzik, that's Peter Larzik with the kill. He leads the team with 3.8 kills per set. So he and Van Groningen will basically offset each other. And serving is Pickup. Pickup with service. Down the line, controlled by Van Groningen. Jang has to chase it. Comes back over to Cade. Cade roll shot. Chicken wing into the net. Now down ball by Colt Schmidt. Outside it goes. Dordt gets a block up by Vermeer. Braves attacking to the middle. Morris with the kill, and Ottawa has regrouped after that early 25-18 loss where they dug themselves into a deficit and were never able to climb out. And now the Braves with a 5-2 lead in set number 2. Pickup has service. And LaCourte Pickup serve taken by Van Groningen, going after him, it would appear. Though the quick attack out of the middle for Vermeer. Vermeer puts it away. It's 5-3. Lance Vermeer with the kill. And serving for the defenders is Neff. Brady Neff. Jump serve down the line, controlled by Pickup. Comes back right side, and Larzik with the kill. It's 6-3. Well, Larzik is not a real big player, but he's been very effective from behind the spike line. And I don't know if they're able to deceive where he's at or hide him, if you will. But the defenders have had a hard time picking him up on those attacks from behind the spike line. Taken by Van Groningen. Over to Jang. Dordt trailing 6-3. Saved by Morris. Ottawa attacking right side through the block for the kill. With the kill that time is Zoljan, and it's 7-3. Well, if you're Dordt, you don't want this one to slide away from you. Similar to what happened to Ottawa, you've got to, in set 1, you've got to maintain contact. For the Braves, a little more focus and momentum here in set number 2. Jang, outside it goes, Schmidt. Schmidt swipes it off the block for the kill. It's 7-4. 7-4, defenders down 3. You got to chip away here, though, if you're the defenders. For the Braves, we mentioned it in set number 1. You get a lead and you don't give up strings of points, you're probably going to be okay. Hoffman serving. Hoffman serve controlled. Braves back set and down the line. Unable to put it away that time was Larzik. 1 foot takeoff by Cade Schmidt, unable to put it down. Now tapped at the net, and the Dordt defenders unable to close the block. Goes out of bounds. Point Ottawa. It's 8-4. 8-4, defenders down 4. Serving is Ledorts. And Ledorts jump serve controlled. Van Groningen outside. Elliott blocked. Braves keep it alive. And that time unable to pick it up was Zoljan. Point defenders, Dordt down 8-5. Well, the defenders got down 5-2, and since then it's just been back and forth. Trailing 8-5 right now, and Cade Schmidt with service. The defenders have yet to record an ace serve. In fact, neither team has an ace serve up to this point. Serve controlled by the Braves. Outside it goes, unable to put it away. That was Larzik. Larzik again. Larzik off through the block and the kill. Defenders have had a hard time controlling him here in set number 2 specifically. He's now got 8 kills, does Peter Larzik. And the defenders trail 9-5. And Ledort serve taken by Schmidt. Outside it goes, Van Groningen blocked at the net. One arm stab saved by Colt. Comes back to Cade. Cade with the attack. Cade with the kill. Cade Schmidt with the kill. It's 9-6. And serving for the defenders will be Colt Schmidt, the freshman of the Schmidt brothers. And Colt serve controlled. Here comes Ottawa. Roll shot, pickup, pancake. And they're going to say that Colt Schmidt did not slide the hand in under for the pancake save. Colt pretty adamant that he thought he got to it. They all do. Serving for Ottawa is Baton. Could not tell from my location, the R1. You've got to trust that he's got the judgment and the visual for it. Braves attacking. Pick up off the block. Saved by Hoffman. Schmidt outside Van Groningen. Van Groningen banks it off the block for the kill. It's 10-7. The defenders have not gotten the ball to Van Groningen an inordinate amount of times. In fact, it's been mostly Cade Schmidt today with 14 attacks. Joel has 7 up to this point, along with Corey Caparis. 10-7, Dordt down 3. Got to make a little run here. Joseph Jang serving. And Jang serve, taken by pickup. Set goes to Morris. Raheem and Morris. Kadeem Morris with the kill. It's 11-7. So Kadeem Morris with another kill, his 4th. And the defenders now trail 11-7. Peter Larzik serving. And Larzik with the jump serve taken by Van Groningen to Jang. That one came out of the rafters, and Van Groningen blocked at the net. Point Ottawa. Ottawa leads by 5, now 12-7. Watching Coach Chad Hansen, and I think he's going to use a timeout. He will. Timeout on the floor. Charge to the defenders. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. We'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are. and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
(12-7) set number 2. Ottawa leading. The defenders taking set 1, 25-18. So the Braves with a 5-point cushion to work with right now. And the serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Gets it to Jang. Jang to Van Groningen. Van Groningen with a kill. It's 12-8. Our score. Serving is Van Groningen. If you're a Dordt fan, you'd like to see Van Groningen get on a little bit of a run here. Van Groningen, serve controlled. Ottawa, clean pass. Set outside, pickup. Pickup tools it off of the block for the kill. It's 13-8. Ottawa Braves passing has been on so far. In fact, neither team has recorded an ace, and the defenders have some players who are pretty potent at the service line. Serving is pickup taken by Jang. Quick attack and missing wide is Vermeer. Vermeer had everything but the finish that time. Got up on an open net, but the angle too sharp and knocks it out of bounds. It's 14-8. 14-8, Ottawa positioning themselves to tie the match at 1 set apiece. Serve taken by Van Groningen to Jang. Jang pushes outside Cade. Cade with the kill. It's 14-9. The defender's not out of this one by any means, but strings of points have been hard to come by. The defenders scored 6 of 7 at the beginning of set number 1, and that really is the only significant string of points. Take that back. Ottawa actually scored 5 out of 6 here at the start of set number 1 early. Dordt now with a block, and the defenders with back-to-back points for the first time in a while. They trail 14-10. It's the first time Dordt has scored back-to-back points here in set number 2. Translating into a 14-10 deficit. Serving Neff. Neff serve controlled. Set outside, and the block put up but unable to close it, and Zoljan with the kill. Zoljan with the kill. It's 15-10. Marco Zoljan, 6 kills. And Kadeem Morris with service. Well, the defenders within 5. Now you've got to stay even. You can't lose any ground here. Morris serve taken by the defenders. Outside it goes Cade Schmidt. Cade Schmidt, quick arm that time, 15-11. Schmidt with the attack from the left side, recording the kill. For Cade, that's his 6th. Joel Van Groningen has 5. 4 other players have 3 each. Jang with 11 assists right now. And Hoffman is serving, so he'll be the setter now. Set goes left side, and the defenders. And I believe, well, we had Marco Zoljan with the kill. It's 16-11. He and Elliott brushing at the net, and they elect to let it play on, and Zoljan with the kill. And Zoljan serve taken by Van Groningen. Hoffman, Kaparis with the kill at 16-12. And this is great if you're Dordt. You're not letting them get away, but you've got to get more back-to-back points now. 16-12, defenders down 4. Set number 2. Dordt won set 1, 25-18. Serving Cade Schmidt. Schmidt serve controlled. Braves attack. Power tip. Covered by Hoffman, gets it over to Colt Schmidt. Now to Van Groningen. Van Groningen with the spike up into the bleachers, and the Dordt defenders are back to within 3. Well, the defenders battling back. They've got it down to a 3-point difference now. Cade Schmidt serving. Dordt trying to make it 3 points in a row and tighten the set up. Off the tape, taken by Zoljan. Outside it goes. Larzik with the kill. He has been challenging to match up with. Trying to put my finger on why he has been so effective at the net. 9 kills to lead all players. And serving is Zolnjan now. Zolnjan serve. That one will go as an ace. Cade Schmidt unable to square it up, and the Ottawa Braves have an 18-13 advantage to work with. Dordt's going to use their second timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
(18-13), Braves with a 5-point advantage. And the serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Gets it to Hoffman. Set outside. Van Groningen with a kill. It's 18-14. 18-14. Vermeer is in. Colt Schmidt is serving. Defenders trail by 4. 7 points to go for Ottawa. Serve. Floater taken by Pickup. And from behind the spike line is Zolnjan. Zolnjan makes it 19-14, and right now for the Ottawa Braves, all they want to do is play side-out volleyball. They'll get this match even at 1 set apiece. Leo Baton serving. He's the libero. His serve is long and out of bounds, and the defenders show by 4, but the defenders running out of time. I do find it curious that neither team has recorded an ace serve up to this. Beg your pardon. Ottawa got an ace serve earlier in this set. They've got 1. The defenders, that's been a pretty big part of their improvement this season. They haven't recorded one yet. Braves attacking right side and tooling it off the block for the kill. Just muscling that one through is Larzik. Larzik puts it away. It's 20-15. And Larzik has service. And Larzik with the jump serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Gets it over to Jang. Jang outside. Chapman. Chapman off speed. And we've got a player in the net for Ottawa. And that was Morris. Morris, hand in the cookie jar that time. He looked over to the official and, yep, you got me. 20-16, defenders down 4. Dordt up in the match, 1-0. Low hard serve controlled by the Braves. Cross-court shot, missing it wide and out of bounds is Pickup. And the defenders back to within 3, and that's as close as they have been. 16-13. The most recent time they were down 3. They trail by 3 right now, 2017. Serving. Controlled by the Braves. Outside Pickup. Dug by Schmidt. Here's a chance for the defenders. Jang to Van Groningen. Van Groningen with a kill. 2018. Defenders down 2. 20-18. The defenders threatening. Set number 2. Can they keep the run going? 3 points in a row right now. Van Groningen with the jump serve taken by Pickup. Back set, right side, through the block, Larzik, saved by the defenders. Jang outside, Cade Schmidt. Schmidt dug by Pickup. Braves, Larzik, cross court, and Jang unable to square it up. Ball drops to the floor. It's 21-18. That might have been the defender's chance. 21-18. Opportunities have been limited. Pickup serving. And pickup has service. Taken by Van Groningen. Colt Schmidt has to get it. Comes back over to Cade. Cade makes something out of it. Didn't look like there was much there. 21-19, the 1-foot takeoff. Improvising, getting the kill. For Cade Schmidt, that is his 8th kill. Nope, 7th. Serving, Neff. Neff floater. Controlled outside, pushed over the block, saved by Jang into the net. Dordt after it and pushed over the net. Controlled, here comes Ottawa. Attacking right side through the box, saved by Neff. Again, Ottawa. Ottawa attacking outside. Dordt puts the block up. That is Kai Chapman on the block of Marco Zoljan. And the defenders are back to within a point at 21-20. Looking over at the Ottawa bench, Siobhan Blades is going to call for a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Braves. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference.
At American Investment and Trust, we know financial planning is a never-ending journey, and we have the right team to take you every step of the way. We understand that a solid financial framework can only be built when risks are considered. Planning for tomorrow means starting today. And once you've built a legacy, we help make sure your vision carries on to the next generation. For a comprehensive financial plan, the team at American Investment and Trust is here for you. American Investment and Trust, managing change.
Serving will be Neff. The defenders trailing 21-20. Here comes Ottawa out of the timeout and dug by Van Groningen up and over. Braves attacking. Again, they go outside and the block put up by the defenders but out of bounds. Zoljan able to tool it off of the block for the kill. The defenders unable to get squared up on the block. So the defenders trailing 22-20 and serving will be Kadeem Morris. See if the defenders can get it back here. Kadeem Morris with service, and his serve catches the tape. Comes back, Cade Schmidt with the kill. It's 22-21. Well, the defenders calling back and giving themselves a chance now. In set number 2, the defenders a 444 kill efficiency. Ottawa, poor kill efficiency. They've just got more of them here in set 2, 18-14. Hoffman serving, taken by the Braves. Braves from behind the spike line and pick up with the kill. McCourt pick up with the kill. And the Braves back in front 23-21, trying to get to set point. Ledort's serving. And Ledort's sends it over. Controlled by Van Groningen. Hoffman has to chase it. Pushed over the net by Van Groningen. Free chance in effect for Ottawa. Ottawa off high hands. Saved by the Braves. Braves attacking right side down the line and missing it well. Peter Larzik able to get it off of a digger for the kill. And it looks like Ottawa's going to weather the storm and come away with a win here. They're at set point. And unless the defenders can score 3 in a row, Ottawa's going to even this match at 1 set apiece. Let's see if the defenders have some fight in them here. Ledort serve taken by Van Groningen to Hoffman outside. And for the kill, that is Cade Schmidt. Cade Schmidt down the line, and he went up unblocked, and Leo Baton hung out to dry. He takes that one off of the face. coming up, none the worse for wear. Now Cade Schmidt has service. Cade Schmidt with serve, controlled by the Braves. Braves right side through the block, saved by Hoffman. Colt Schmidt sends it back over to Van Groningen. Van Groningen blocked at the net, and Dordt picks it up momentarily. Send it over, though, and out of bounds. And the Ottawa Braves have taken set number 2, 25-22. 25-22, Ottawa evens the match at 1 set apiece. Back with set number 3 from the DeWitt Gym in 1 minute.
Thank you for being here as we celebrate the launch of Dordt University's Master of Science in Nursing Family Nurse Practitioner Program.
At Dordt University, our NPs will be prepared as Christian nurses, where their practice reflects their faith, acknowledging the value of anyone in their care as a child of God, worthy of dignity and compassion.
I hope you leave understanding that this is more than just a new graduate degree. It's a commitment to healthcare, to urban and rural communities, to preparing nurses who serve with skill, integrity, purpose as the hands and feet of Christ.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt Defenders and Ottawa Braves are tied at 1 set apiece. And let's go ahead and run those Hague Health Center highlights if you have them. Probably serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. The Dordt Defenders trailed in set number 1 almost from the outset. Got down 5-2, 7-3. It was 3-point difference at 9-6. Dordt whittling away at the lead. Used a 4-point run. A 3-point run to get back to within 2018. Got as close as 22-21. But we're unable to tie it. Ottawa got a kill to maintain control, and they go on to win it 25-22. Through set 2, the Defenders 31 kills, a 417 kill efficiency. Ottawa 29 kills, a 250 kill efficiency. 1 ace for the Braves, none for the Defenders. The Defenders with 5 points from blocks. Ottawa with 3 points from blocks. The Defenders led by Cade Schmidt with 9 kills. Joel Van Groningen with 8. Marcus Zoljan with 9. And Petar Larzik with 12 for Ottawa. We're tied 1 set apiece, so a flat-footed tie through set number 2. And we get set for set number 3. We'll be getting back to volleyball here shortly. Both teams in their respective huddles. Taking a look at the GPAC Cheer Championship played out in Orange City today. Northwestern nips Midland for the team title, 89.55 to 89.41. The Dordt Defenders get 5th place, 77.66. The Defenders, the dance portion of the competition will take place tomorrow, with the Dordt Defenders competing right away at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. The Defenders today, you have prelims and you have finals, and you take the average. And the Defenders finishing 5th today. Set goes to the middle, Vermeer. Vermeer off the top of the block. No, they say it was untouched. Ottawa grabs the early 1-0 lead. Baseball action. Dordt ends up with a split with Aquinas. They lose in game number 2, 4-3, after winning earlier this afternoon. And the serve short, taken by Van Groningen. Gets it to Jang. Jang outside. Chapman. Chapman ties it up at 1-1. 1-1 our score. So the baseball team a 4-3 loss to Aquinas and a 7-3 win earlier. Set goes to the middle. Morris with the kill. Ottawa leads 2-1. 2-1 our score. So Petar Larzik serving. And Petar's serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Set goes outside Cade. Cade with the kill. And we're tied at 2-2. 2-2 our score. Serving is Neff. So Neff serving. 2-2 our score. 1-1 in set number 3 in terms of the match. Morris too close to the net. Schmidt tries to put it away. Here comes Morris. Morris out of the middle for the kill. It's 3-2. So Morris with the kill. Kadeem Morris with his 6th kill. The defenders are led by Cade Schmidt with 10. Joel Van Groningen has 8. 5 for Kai Chapman. Difference in this one, set number 2. Ottawa was in system a lot and got 20 kills. And with the attack from the outside is Chapman. Chapman ties at 3-3. For Kai Chapman, the sophomore from British Columbia, his 6th kill. So when you think about it, 25 total points scored in set 2 for Ottawa. All but 5 of them came via kill. The other 3 attack errors or 3 other ones attack errors. You also had a service ace in there, so can cleanly account for 24 points for Ottawa in set number 2. And now a block put up by Morris and Ledorts, and the defenders trail 4-3. Set number 3. As I noted during our pre-match coverage, the Wireless World pre-match show. This is a critical match in terms of Heart of America Athletic Conference play. Morris serving, and his serve taken by Van Groningen. Outside it goes, and Elliott that time blocked at the net. And Ottawa has the first multi-point lead of the set at 5-3. It's been a big deal so far. Early leads have been insurmountable through the first 2 sets so far. Serve short, taken by the defenders. Outside it goes, Cade Schmidt. Schmidt with a kill. Dordt back to within a point at 5-4. 5-4. So the defenders trailing by a point. 1 set 1. 25-18. Lost set 2, 22-25. The serve received right on, and they get it outside to Zoljan. Zoljan makes it 6-4. You've heard me reference it before. When Ledorts, or any setter for that matter, can just stand in a spot and have options, makes your offense pretty good. And that time Dordt out of that situation. Hoffman didn't have to move. And Corey Caparis puts it away at 6-5. 6-5 our score. Jonah Hoffman with the assist. And now Colt Schmidt serves it wide and out of bounds. I say Jonah, I meant Justin, beg your pardon. And Ottawa back to in front, 7-5 after the service error. Controlled. Schmidt comes back, middle, Vermeer. Vermeer unable to put it away. Now here's pickup, cross-court kill. Well, Ottawa's got it clicking right now, and I believe Coach Chad Hansen's going to use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Vision Companies. Envision the possibilities, create your space. Visionbuilders.com. Back with more in a minute.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Zolnjan service. Dordt comes back with a kill by Nico Elliott. Makes it 8-6. Defenders down 2. Earlier today, softball. The winner over Ave Maria, 13-0, and that one took 5 innings to decide. Had another one that went 8 innings. Beat Grace 8-5. That was tied 4-4 at the end of the regulation. 7 innings. Joseph Jang with service, and Jang served down the line, controlled by the Braves. Braves attacking right side through the box, saved by Chapman. No, power tip by Chapman. Chapman with a kill. 8-7 our score. The defenders down a point. Serving will be Jang. Dordt softball team, I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a moment. Jang with service down the line, taken by Pickup. Dordt puts the block up. Van Groningen and Vermeer unable to close it though. 9-7. The defenders in that game with Grace, school out of Indiana, had to get a runner thrown out at home plate in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs to force extra innings. Pass, Jang back to Cade Schmidt. Cade Schmidt with the swing, power tip, saved by Colt. Now a, slam dunk by Morris. 10-7 our score. Kadeem Morris with the kill. And the Dordt defenders trail 10-7. This one feeling like it's right on that tipping point for the defenders. Defenders have played well at the net. They just haven't been able to get those points like in service aces that they normally do to push them over the top. An attack out of the middle for the kill is Vermeer. So far the defenders hitting a .405 kill efficiency, but they trail in set 3, and they're tied in the match 1-1. Serve controlled to Ottawa. Ottawa attacking Morris. Morris blocked at the net by Vermeer, and the defenders back to within a point at 10-9. So the defenders get their first block in a while. That's the first attack error by Ottawa here in set number 3. Joel Van Groningen with service just long and off of the back line and out of bounds. It's 11-9 Ottawa. 11-9 Ottawa. And Petar Larzik with service. And Larzik with service. And the serve taken by Van Groningen. Saved by Jang. Gets it back over to Chapman. Over the block. Saved. Comes back right side. Larzik through the block. Van Groningen again. Kept alive by Jang. Pushed over the net by Van Groningen. Here comes the dump and the kill for Quentin Ledorts. Ledorts sensing where that block was coming and just tipped it to the corner, the front corner, for a kill, and it's a 12-9 lead for Ottawa. And serving into the net is Larzik. Petar Larzik with a service error, and the defenders trail 12-10. Ottawa a .462 kill efficiency thus far. And Neff serves long and out of bounds for the defenders today, their 10th service error. Few too many free points in that category, although most of those came in set number 1, the one that Dordt won. 13-10 Ottawa. And Pickup has service. And Pickup serve taken, no. Too close to the net, and Morris, that time saved by Caparas, kept it alive. Here comes Ottawa, and Ottawa from the outside, the kill for Zolnjan. It's 14-10. 14-10 our score. The defenders got to find a way to regroup here, get a few points in a row. Seems to be the theme. We saw that the other night, in set number 2 as well. Jang over to Chapman. Chapman for the kill. It's 14-11. Kai Chapman with his 8th kill. 11 total attacks, no errors. He's hitting .727. The attack numbers haven't been the issue tonight for the defenders. Blocking, they have a total of 9 points from blocks. Hoffman with serve. Morris, dug by Colt Schmidt, kept it alive back over to Cade. Cade with the kill. Broken play, and the Dordt defenders cut the lead down to 14-12. Well, we'll be back on the air with NAI basketball next 1 week from tonight here at the DeWitt Gym. Jump serve controlled. Set goes. That one's by Pickup. Pickup gets it off of a digger and out of bounds. It's 15-12. So Ottawa back in front by 3. The defenders just battling to stay in it. That's hard to believe with a .416 kill efficiency. Dordt's got over a .400 kill efficiency in all 3 sets so far, and another kill for Cade Schmidt. As far as cleanly played, other than service errors, this has been a pretty cleanly played match, and that's one where you think maybe Dordt needs to muddy it up just a little bit. Obviously hard to do. Volleyball, you can't be physical, if you will. Can't slow the opponent up. You've got to do it via serving or got to get them out of system. The defenders have not been able to do that much here this evening. And Ottawa continues to control. That's Petar Larzik with the kill at 16-13. This one alarmingly similar to set number 2. Serve floater taken by Schmidt. Outside Joel. Joel Van Groningen off of the block. Here's a chance for Ottawa. They push it over free. Colt to Hoffman. Back over to Caparas. Caparas with the kill at 16-14. Corey Caparas with another kill, his 6th. He has not recorded an error either. He and Vermeer combined 10 kills, 19 swings, just 2 errors between the two. Colt Schmidt down the line, taken. Ledortz, right side power tip, and a kill. Zolnjan with the power tip at 17-14. 17-14 Ottawa. Dordt's used 1 timeout. Just can't get any momentum together. Serve catches the tape. Van Groningen there to pick it up. Comes back over to Van Groningen. To Elliott, and Elliott, his attack. We had a player under the net for Ottawa. And Ottawa's coach, Shivan Blades, asks for the explanation, nods his head, understands. And now the defenders, Joseph Jang will serve. Dordt trailing 17-15. Jang with service. Jang, floater, controlled. Ottawa outside, pickup. Dug by Cade, gets it, Jang. Back over to Vermeer. Vermeer with the kill. Cade Vermeer with the kill. And the defenders back to within 17-16. Defenders have not led since the early since set number, the early going of set 2. They had a brief 1-0 lead. Jang, floater, controlled. Ottawa, right side. And missing wide and out of bounds, and we're tied 17 all. Petar Larzik misses wide on the attack, 17 all. Joseph Jang serving, so the defenders hanging around trying to give themselves a shot here in set number 3. And Jang with the floater. Knuckleball controlled. Right side, Larzik. Larzik covered by Chapman. Gets it to Jang. Jang, Vermeer. Vermeer pushed over the net. Saved by Schmidt. Comes back to Cade. Cade. From behind the spike line, mistimed it, and Ottawa survives the Dordt rally for the moment. It's 18-17 on the attack error by Cade Schmidt. So Cade Schmidt, Dordt a broken play, unable to get something out of that out-of-system ball. Colt to Jang. Jang, Van Groningen with the kill. Well, let's see if the defenders are able to go to Joel a little bit more here. He's been relatively quiet here for a while. His 9th kill. Well, now he's going to rotate to the service area. Junior from Ripon. And serves that one well off of the back line. It's 19-18. So every time, well, Dordt now every time, their second time, they've rallied to tie it. Once an attack error, now a service error. Larzik serving, taken by Joel Van Groningen, gets it to Jang, outside Cade. Cade with the kill. Back and forth they go. Boy, you just feel like if Dordt can get over the hump, get a lead, play from in front. Ottawa doing their best to keep that from happening. A 286 kill efficiency for the Braves. 391 here in set number 3. Served by Neff. Taken. Braves outside. Pick up. Blocked. Reload. Ottawa. Larzik hits it long and out of bounds, and the defenders have their first lead since it was 1-0 in set number 2. 20-19, defenders with the lead. Ottawa will use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Vision Companies. Envision the possibilities, create your space. VisionBuilders.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today. Serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Bradley Neff with service. And Bradley Neff lines it up, sends it over, sideline taken by Pickup, overpass pushed down by Cade Schmidt. And the Dordt defenders a 3-point run, and they have gone from down 19-18 to up 21-19. And now serving with a little momentum. Neff with serve. Nearly an ace. Kick save by the Braves. Dordt on the attack. Jang back over to Chapman. Banks it off of the block. Taps it off of the block. Jang reloads. Comes back to Cade. Cade with the swing. And Cade Schmidt with the kill. It's 22-19. Dordt with a 4-point lead. Well, the Dordt defenders able to maintain composure after it looked like the kick save might keep Ottawa alive. Served by Neff, controlled Ottawa outside, and a block put up by the defenders. It's 23-19. The defenders had been quiet at the net in terms of their defense, but coming up with some big blocks here late. And now the defenders up by 4, part of a 5-0 run, and Ottawa will use another timeout, their second of the set. This timeout brought to you by Vision Builders. Vision companies. Envision the possibilities. Create your space. VisionBuilders.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes, Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail.
We really want to give them practice skills that they can use to serve their clients or serve the organizations that they work for.
Bradley Neff with service. Dordt leading 23-19. Floater controlled. Here come the Braves from behind the spike line. Dordt gets a block up and thought maybe it was 4 contacts. It's not. Jang back over to Cade. Cade with the swing. Braves keep it alive. Comes back to Pickup. Pickup blocked at the net, and the Dordt defenders are going to be called for breaking the plane. Might have had a player in the net, actually, and now the Braves trailing 23-20, and the Ottawa Braves will try to rally now, down by 3. Well, the Braves checking Petar Larzik out of the contest, the sophomore from Serbia, and serving for the Braves is Pickup. Serve taken by Schmidt to Jang, back over to Chapman. Chapman off speed kill. Kai's had a nice match tonight. The sophomore from Surrey, British Columbia, his 9th kill against no errors and 13 attacks, and the defenders looking like they might steal set 2. Did not look promising when they were down 17-14. And now serving will be Hoffman. Hoffman serving for the set and a 2-1 lead. Serve, overpass, Kaparis kill. Corey Kaparis with the kill, and the Dordt defenders take set 3, come from behind fashion, 25-20. We head to set number 4, Dordt leading 2-1. Back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 2 minutes.
One of the benefits that our students are going to have throughout the process is the different backgrounds that people are walking into this program with, and then being able to have conversations with people who aren't in the exact same field as them as they go through.
As a student, you're able to tailor your assignments to really connect with what you are learning in the classroom, and then also with what you're doing in your regular everyday life.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
I think one of the distinctives for our program is that we're designing it for everyone, whether they have a background in business or they don't have a background in business. Students can take what they're learning in class and bring it right back into work. There's a real practical sense within the program of saying, this isn't just a big idea that's out there and you're walking through the hoops to be able to get done, but let's benefit your business tomorrow with the program that you're going through.
We head to set number 4, Dordt winning set number 3, 25-20, and the defenders were behind in this one. They're down 17-14, rallied to tie it at 17, exchanged points up to 19-19. Then as part of a 5-point run, turned that 19-18 deficit into a 23-19 advantage and win it by a final of 25-20. And we'll roll the Hague Health Center highlights. Wasn't sure if we had any for set number 3. Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. The defenders so far in this one, 51 kills, 92 swings, 446 kill efficiency, 11 service errors, 10 points from blocks. For Ottawa, 41 kills, 260 kill efficiency, 1 ace, 5 service errors, 5 points from blocks. We head to set number 4 with the Dordt defenders leading 2-1, and the defenders have done it tonight with Joel Van Groningen held relatively in check. He's got 9 kills. Kai Chapman also with 9, but Cade Schmidt has been up to the challenge today. 16 kills for the junior from Palmdale, California. Served by Jang, controlled. Here come the Braves, right side down the line, and trying to square it up was Colt Schmidt. And Colt believes he can make every pass. I guess when you're the libero, you've got to believe that you can get to everything. Got to have that mentality, but pretty tough when the opponent, Larzik, goes up unblocked. 1-0 our score. Ottawa serving, catches the tape. Schmidt's there for the clean pass. The attack out of the middle, Vermeer unable to quite put it away. Now a tough angle, and they're able to send it over. Jang, outside it goes Chapman. Chapman tips it to the sideline for the kill. 1-1 our score. 1-1 our score. So 1-1 our score. Serving will be Joel Van Groningen. The defenders tied 1-1, set 4. Van Groningen serve, controlled by Pickup. Pickup gets the return set. Cade Schmidt back over to Jang, pushed over the net by Chapman. Controlled by the Braves. Outside Pickup, blocked, covered by Morris. Ledorts, right side. And the kill from the right side from behind the spike line is Larzik, and Ottawa leads 2-1. 2-1 our score. Serving will be Pickup. So Pickup with service. Braves trailing 2-1. Leading 2-1, but trailing in the match 2-1. The defenders ended up hitting 500 in set number 3. Van Groningen, Jang, Vermeer blocked. Chapman picks it up from behind the spike line. Van Groningen with a kill. We're tied 2-2. Just feel like if Dordt can get the ball to Joel a little bit more regularly, maybe he can seize an advantage there, although everyone got Kaparis with 7 kills, no errors. Chapman, 10 kills, no errors. Definitely been able to be okay without their leading attacker being the major component. Pushed over the net, saved by Cade Schmidt, gets it over to Jang, back over to Cade. Cade bangs it off the block, covered by Van Groningen, back over to Jang, now Chapman around the block, Larzik picks it up, comes back left side, through the block, saved by Neff, but just out of bounds on the sideline. Point, Ottawa leads 3-2. Neff very nearly able to get that one. Just not quite able to square it up as that ends up off of the sideline, about 2 feet on the far side. And serving will be Morris. Kadeem Morris serving. And Kadeem Morris with serve, taken by Cade. Back over to Jang. Kaparis, that time they dig him up. That was Pickup. Dordt gets high hands on it. Cade Schmidt able to keep it in play. Back over to Van Groningen, blocked at the net. Back over to Cade. Cade with the swing, dug by Pickup. Outside it comes, unable to put it away. That was Zolnjan. Dordt attacking. Back over to Chapman, bangs it off the block, saved by the defenders. Colt Schmidt back over to Cade. Cade with the kill. 17 kills for Cade Schmidt, and ties it up at 3-3. 3-3 our score. And the Dordt defenders with service. This is Hoffman. So Hoffman has service. And Hoffman's top spin serve taken by Pickup. And that's a new player in for Ottawa. They call a net violation. Dimitri Ellis. First time we have seen him. And the Dordt defenders have a 4-3 lead. I don't think it was Dimitri Ellis who was in the net, though. Someone else. He was well off of the net on that attack. Back it comes. Overdue. Caparis and a double contact called on Larzik. Point defenders, and the defenders lead 5-3. Now, I am a little surprised at this change for Ottawa. Really take away their size. And now serving for the defenders will be Cade Schmidt. Somebody had a loose shoestring that they had to tie up. Schmidt serve controlled. Larzik with the kill. Petar Larzik with the kill. It's 5-4 defenders. Larzik today 17 kills. He and Cade Schmidt share match honors. And the serve into the net, point defenders at 6-4. The defenders played from behind most of set 3 and then rallied. Cade Schmidt, what a match he has had. 17 kills, 5 errors, 36 total swings. And Colt Schmidt, his younger brother, with serve controlled. From behind the spike line for the kill, that is Zolnjan. Zolnjan makes it 6-5. 6-5. And serving is the libero, Baton, that is. Baton serving. And the serve taken by Van Groningen. Back over to Van Groningen. Van Groningen goes just wide and out of bounds. And it's 6-6, I believe. They put a point up on the board for the defenders. Nope, 7-5. Something isn't squared away here. Taken by Van Groningen. Back over to Hoffman. And Dordt miscommunication. Now Ottawa leads 8-5, that is. My mistake, 8-5. So the Braves come back to tie it at 5. And now lead it 8-5. Part of a, I believe, 4-point run right now. Taken by Van Groningen. Right side, Elliott. Elliott bounces it on the sideline for the kill. Dordt back to within 2 at 8-6. Nicodemus Elliott today. That's just his 8th attack attempt. He's got 6 kills. The defenders in this match have just 11 total attack errors. Serving is Joseph Jang. Jang serve, controlled. Ottawa. Right side, and the block put up that time by Vermeer and Van Groningen on the attack by Peter Larzik. Petar Larzik blocked on the play. Dordt trails 8-7. So Ottawa with a 1-point lead, 8-7. Jang serving, and Jang serve a floater. Ottawa attacking and missing it wide and out of bounds is Pickup. We're tied 8-8. Well, a few more points in a row for both teams here in set number 3. The defenders going after their 6th win in conference play. Right now they're a game behind Ottawa in the league standings. And the short serve by Jang. Morris. Nope, pushed over the net. Free ball. Dordt gets it back. Comes back to Van Groningen off the top of the block. Saved by Ottawa. Ottawa attacking right side of Larzik. Blocked at the net. Morris picks it up. Schmidt throws it to the back corner. Ottawa attacking. Pickup. Saved by Colt. Gets it back over to Jang. Now Van Groningen. Van Groningen with a kill. Dordt takes the lead at 9-8. Colt Schmidt with 10 digs. Also 7 assists. He's the secondary setter for the defenders, and he has to do that from behind the spike line. And serving will be Jang. Jang serve, controlled. Ottawa, Morris, tipped, covered by Schmidt. Kept alive by Cade, gets it over to Van Groningen. Van Groningen blocked at the net. We're tied 9-9. 9-9. Serving for Ottawa is Larzik. Petar Larzik serving. And Petar Larzik with the jump serve, taken by Colt Schmidt. Over to Jang, back set right side Van Groningen, banks it off the block. The double block was there. Here comes Ottawa attacking. Power tip, pickup, back over to Cade Schmidt. Jang, back to Chapman, unable to put it down. Set back to pickup off high hands. Stab save that time by the defenders, and out of the middle is Vermeer. That was Colt Schmidt with the stab. And the Dordt defenders lead 10-9 on the attack by Vermeer. Vermeer out of the middle for the kill. Lance Vermeer with his 6th kill today. And Joel Van Groningen serving. And his serve catches the tape and falls back on Dordt's side. We're tied 10-10. I'd be curious. Don't have the time to do it right now. But I'd be curious when the last time was that the Dordt defenders did not get an ace in a match. Van Groningen, Jang, Vermeer, kill. 11-10 defenders by a point. Corey Caparis checks in. Bradley Neff checks in. Colt Schmidt will check out for the time being. Bradley Neff will serve. Schmidt, the libero, has to get off the floor for this service spot, then he can check back in. Neff serve, taken by pickup. Morris, stabbed by Van Groningen, unable to keep it in play. We're tied at 11, and back comes Colt Schmidt. Colt Schmidt back into the match. And the Dordt defenders will now receive serve from Kadeem Morris. Kadeem Morris. Serve taken by Van Groningen. Quick attack, Caparis. Caparis out of the middle for the kill. Well, when the defenders are in system, they've got a lot of weapons with the 6-2 offense. Jang has 28 assists so far. Hoffman has 20, and then you throw in Colt Schmidt with 7. And the defenders now, Hoffman serving. Justin Hoffman serving. 12-11 defenders by a point. Hoffman serve, controlled by Ledorts. And the defenders, Caparis with the block. It's 13-11. 13-11 on the block by Caparis for the defenders, and Caparis, that is his 6th block. 13-11 defenders, controlled by the Braves. Outside it comes, and a kill by Zolnjan, back to within 1 at 13-12. The defenders a .417 kill efficiency tonight, 60 kills, 12 errors. Another 12 points from blocks for the defenders. Then Groningen, Hoffman, pushed over the net by Elliott. Free ball for the Braves. Braves with a kill out of the middle. And that's Ellis with the kill. The sophomore from New York ties it at 13-13. They go with a smaller lineup here. Ellis, just 6 feet tall. That might be generous. And the serve into the net, point defenders. Dordt leads 14-13. So Baton is the libero for Ottawa. He's set up to receive. Cade Schmidt has service. And Cade Schmidt with the jump serve, controlled by the Braves. Zolnjan outside it goes, and hitting it long and out of bounds is Larzik, but they say there was a touch at the net. Point Ottawa, it's 14 all. 14-14. So Larzik with another kill, he's got 18. He leads all players. Serve taken by Colt Schmidt, Hoffman, Van Groningen with the kill. 15-14, Van Groningen with his 12th kill. He's second on the team to Cade Schmidt today. Kai Chapman lurking there at 10, and Corey Caparis is 9. Pretty balanced attacking for the defenders today. Colt Schmidt down the line. Dordt still with an ace serve. Comes over to pickup, covered by Hoffman. Colt Schmidt sends it right side. Elliott off of the block, saved. Ottawa back outside, pickup, cross court, dug by Van Groningen. They'll come back to Cade Schmidt. Schmidt with the kill. Cade Schmidt, another kill for the junior. The jack of all trades with 18 kills. Reaching into the bag of tricks that time and gets one from behind the spike line. Colt Schmidt with service. Schmidt served. That time Braves have to chase it. Passed over the block, saved by the defenders. Hoffman back over to Cade. Cade with the swing. Dug by Ottawa, controlled by the defenders. Colt, back it comes. Vermeer tips it. Pancake save. Now the block put up by the Braves. Braves reloading. That's pickup. Back over to Hoffman. Van Groningen off of the block. Saved by Ottawa. Back set, push down. Van Groningen with the kill, and the Dordt defenders lead 17-14. Back line judge had the ball down on the floor on the pancake for Ottawa, and they let it play on. The defenders end up with the point nonetheless. 17-14 defenders. Back it goes. Cade Schmidt with service. Defenders with a 3-point lead, and Ellis with the swing. Dordt saves it. Passed over the net by Elliott. Busted play. On the attack, Braves. Covered by Hoffman. Kept it alive, Schmidt. Passed up and over the net. Save. Braves will reload. Comes back left side. Pickup. Saved by Colt Schmidt. Here's Dordt's chance. Hoffman back over to Van Groningen. Van Groningen with the swing. Dug by the Braves. Braves push it over free ball. Cade. Hoffman. Elliott with the kill. 18-14 defenders with a 4-point lead on the kill by Nicodemus Elliott, and the Dordt defenders have taken a 4-point lead with this 4-point run, and we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
At Dordt, every sporting event is a chance for students to learn and for our community to come together. Through the Dordt Media Network, students gain real experience, capturing moments and sharing them with fans everywhere.
Our students handle every part of the broadcast.
We are asking for your investment to support the broadcast and the team behind it.
You're helping students learn while Defender broadcasts run with excellence. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
18-14 defenders leading, but Ottawa utilizing a timeout. They've got one remaining. And serving for the defenders will be Colt Schmidt, the freshman. Controlled, no, errant pass. We haven't seen many of those by the Braves today. Hoffman has to cover that one. Colt back over to Vermeer. Vermeer transition kill. The defenders. Dordt's had some good liberos, but Colt Schmidt can do a lot of different things. Pretty valuable weapon to have. Secondary setter, and Cade Schmidt with the one-arm stab save, and the defenders playing like they've got house money right now. And Schmidt unable to square that one up, and the defenders lead 19-15. So a 5-point run with 6 points to go. The defenders leading by 4, 19-15, so that run of points over. Beg your pardon, a 5-point run. for the defenders. Now over. Now Dordt's got to stay in it, and just like that, Ottawa maybe neutralizing the momentum with a block. A block by Petar, Larzik, and Kadeem Morris, and we're back to 19-16. I would imagine Coach Chad Hansen won't waste any time if he feels like he needs a timeout. He's got both of them remaining. Hoffman comes back right side. Elliott with the kill. Elliott is kind of your ace in the hole. When you probe and you've got a player who was an all-conference caliber player before some injuries took over, probably doesn't get the volume of swings that he has in past years, but boy, when you go to him, he can be pretty productive. Dordt leading 20-16, right side attack, unable to put it away. Ottawa will reload. Here comes Larzik. Larzik blocked at the net. Ottawa picks it up again. Larzik, power tip, and the defender's there for the block. That's Vermeer. Vermeer and Van Groningen with the block, and the defenders now with a 5-point lead. 21-16 defenders. If we get a chance during our post-game show, we'll take a look at some other scores, see what else is happening in the Heart of America Athletic Conference tonight. From behind the spike line and the kill is Zolnjans, 21-17. 21-17, the defenders in control, but Ottawa not dead yet. Larzik serving. So Larzik with service. Dordt by 4. Jump serve taken by Colt Schmidt. Gets it over to Jang. Jang outside Chapman. Chapman around the block. Saved by Ottawa. Ottawa attacking down the line, and that's going to go as a kill for Pickup. Pickup with the kill. Well, the team Dordt plays tomorrow, Park, upended Morningside today 3-0. Park undefeated, so no big surprise there. 21-18 our score. Dordt leading by 3, trying to close it out. Still a little bit of work to do. Serve taken by Cade Schmidt to Jang. Jang flirting with the line. Van Groningen unable to put it away. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa down the line. Saved by Schmidt. Gets it over to Jang. Now Chapman. Chapman blocked at the net. Dordt reloads. Vermeer taps it around the block for the kill. Jill Van Groningen, that is, beg your pardon. 22-18, Van Groningen records the kill, and the Dordt defenders with a 4-point lead. Ottawa has a timeout left. Well, the defenders are going to send Ale Murdoch in to serve. I beg your pardon, this will be Michael Gross. I thought it was Ale. It's going to be Michael Gross. Gross checking in to serve. A little change of pace here. Oh, what a time to be inserted for your first service. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa hitting it wide and out of bounds is Zolnjan, and the defenders lead 23-18. 23-18, the defenders trying to pull Ottawa back into a tie. 23-18, and Michael Gross has service. And Gross to serve into the net. Point Ottawa. It's 23-19. I thought there were more conference matches happening tonight. Well, they are. UHSP defeats Clark 3-0. Grandview over Culver Stockton 3-1. Missouri Valley swept William Penn today 3-0. Back it goes, Cade Schmidt. Schmidt with another kill, and Dordt's now at set and match point. Mercy defeated Missouri Baptist 3-0, and it's Graceland up on Kansas Wesleyan 2-0. Serving is Neff. Neff served down the line, taken by Pickup. Outside it comes. Dordt puts a block up. Now a joust at the net, pushed over by Morris. Right side, Chapman taps it over with the weak hand, controlled by Ottawa, and Ottawa gets the kill from Marco Zolnjan, and it's 24-20. So this one not done yet. 24-20 defenders. Defenders trying to close it. And serving, roll shot controlled by Van Groningen, gets it over to Jang. Jang, that's Chapman. Chapman with the kill, and the Dordt defenders win it by a final of 25-20. Dordt wins in 4, 25-18, 22-25. 25-20 and 25-20. The Dordt defenders are now 6-3 in the conference, 16-5 overall. Ottawa slides to 6-3 in the conference and 13-5 overall. Stay tuned. Up next, the Wireless World Post-Match Show. We'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym right after this.
In the Dome, we have the space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes, it's for the entire community. Whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
We strive to build community from before you step foot on campus to years after you graduate. We want to give Dordt students the chance to live and learn together and create meaningful, lifelong relationships that are rooted in faith.
Have field work. You're going to get to work with real students in real classrooms. And we've designed this all, you can do it all at a distance from campus. You don't have to come to campus for any of it.
When we think about students with disabilities, these students are important. They're valuable and they're worth the time it's going to take us to address their needs.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as the Dordt defenders defeat Ottawa today, 25-18, 22-25, 25-20, and 25-20. The defenders improve to 6-3 in conference play, while Ottawa drops to 6-3. The Dordt defenders tonight, a .415 kill efficiency to Ottawa's .243. The defenders 13 service errors, Ottawa with 7. There was only one ace serve recorded tonight, and that was by Ottawa in set number 2. Deggs Dordt had a 50-44 advantage. Blocking, the defenders 13 points off of blocks. And I have, if my math is correct, for Ottawa, that would figure out to 7 points from blocks. So the Dordt defenders with a win, and pretty significant component of that here this evening, Joseph Jang. Joseph Jang, 31 assists today to go along with a couple of digs. And Joseph takes a seat beside me for post-game comments here on the Wireless World Post-Match Show. And Joseph, first of all, congratulations. I should say, is it Joseph? Is it Joe? Is it Joey? What do you go by?
You can call me whatever.
Well, if you're going up to a girl, how do you introduce yourself?
Well, I introduce myself as Joseph. So,
okay,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Good
very
win
much.
for your team.
Thank you. Yes.
Tell me about preparing for Ottawa. What are some of the things that you need to, what are some of the things you felt like you needed to watch and be prepared for this evening?
Oh, we knew that Ottawa is a great team. So we looked at a lot of their films. And I remember we worked on a lot of the blocks. As you can see, we had a great blocking game. And we worked on defense because they had very good left sides and right sides. So, yeah, and we came into the match knowing that it was going to be a tough game. But, yeah, I'm just glad that we won the game.
You end up getting the win. Set number 3 felt like you were fighting from behind, but your kill efficiency was up. It was kind of a strange set because the offense seemed to be clicking almost the entire way through. When the results aren't showing up on the scoreboard, what are you focused on? And in that situation where you just couldn't quite get over the hump until late, what are you focused on at that point?
As a setter, my focus is always trusting my teammates because there are so many things I can do. The only thing I'm really focused on is location. It's something that Coach Hansen, that's something that he tells all the setters, which is location is the only thing that matters for us. So as a setter, when it's not clicking, my focus is just giving my teammates a ball that they can get a kill on. So yeah, and I'm glad that that the hitters were able to get kills.
What does it do when you get a clean pass on that first contact, whether it be a dig or on serve receive? What does that do for you in terms of a setter? What kind of options does that open up?
It opens up everything. As a setter, we have 4 attackers, 3 front row and 1 back row. And when the pass is there, it leaves the other blockers guessing because I could set wherever.
Now, can you see where the blockers are going? Do you sense that? Are you able to pick that up?
Yeah, for sure. This is something that Coach Hansen and the setters work on as well, which is before setting the ball, we take a quick look at the other middle on the other side and see where they are on the court. So that helps me to who to set the ball to.
You're from Surrey, British Columbia?
No, I'm from Abbotsford.
Abbotsford.
British Columbia, yes.
Okay, help me out with the geography there. How far across the border is Abbotsford?
It's like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
How'd you end up at Dordt?
So I went to a school in Abbotsford, Abbotsford Christian School, and there's a huge Dutch pocket there.
Yeah.
So, because of that, my high school and Dordt has a very good connection. So I heard about Dordt, and I came on a visit, and I loved it. So, yeah, I came here.
How long have you been playing volleyball?
I started playing volleyball when I was in grade 6.
Okay.
So it's been a long time.
What are you studying?
I'm studying chemical engineering.
What do you want to do?
I'm open to do anything. Right now.
What does a chemical engineer do? I mean, what kind of professions are you looking at potentially as a chemical engineer? You're talking to somebody who is a liberal arts guy.
Right.
I mean, I'm communication, so I'm not that science guy. What do you do? What can you do?
I could work at anywhere, as engineer, especially with processing engineers. A lot of chemical engineers tend to go that route as well, or manufacturing as well. But my end goal is to work with animals, actually.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to do something with renewable energy. So.
What junior, right?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Will you graduate in 4 years? Will you be done in 4?
Yeah, I'll be done in 4.
Any internships, anything like that? Is that on the radar?
Yeah, I am looking at an internship in Minnesota right now.
Okay.
I have an interview coming up pretty soon, so hopefully that goes well.
Moving south from Abbotsford to Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
A little bit warmer in Minnesota.
I'm engaged, and my fiance is actually from Minnesota as well. So
works out well.
Yeah.
Very well. Congratulations on the win. Let's go see if we can surprise Park tomorrow. How about it?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
That's Joseph Jang, and as he retreats, let's tell you who our player of the match today is. Today's player of the match brought to you by Ross Hoekstra, State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross, 712-722-0806 for your insurance needs. Stop by the Sioux Center office. I debated with who to give the player of the match to, and I settled on one of the Schmidt brothers. Colt had 15 digs and 8 assists. Couldn't ignore Cade Schmidt's 19 kills, though, tonight with a 359 kill efficiency on a night when Jovan Groningen didn't get quite as many attack as normal. And it was Cade Schmidt rising to the challenge, and he posts a match high, 19 kills. He and Petar Larzik each had 19, and Cade Schmidt is our player of the match. Coach Chad Hansen has taken a seat beside me, and Coach Hansen, this was a critical match for you and your team, and rose to the challenge. Set number 3, things felt like they were hanging right there, and you're fighting from behind most of the way. In set 3, you were able to get a little late run and use that momentum to win sets 3 and 4. Good win for your team here this evening.
Thank you. This was a very big win, a very, very well played match. In this stat sheet, I think I'm going to frame, Mike. Just put it in my office. I'm amazed and grateful to see these numbers. These are really, really impressive numbers as I look at every category. Very, very enjoyable.
The offense, and both teams, the middle sets 2 and 3 were probably about as well as two teams can play combined offensively. How do you just try to hang on when it feels like, okay, you're getting kills, but they're matching you, and they've got that 3-point cushion, that 2-point cushion, and you're just trading points all the way, it felt like. What are you thinking and what are you processing on the bench at that point?
That's a great question, because my timeouts during set 2 were many times, guys, there isn't a pattern to what we're struggling with, but it's just a this and a that and a this and a that. A serve here, a missed play there, a block there, a missed dig, a pass, and those 4 to 5 different unrelated kinds of skills are why we're behind on the scoreboard. And on the whole, we weren't doing a good enough job stopping their 2 key guys, number 23 and number 17. And going into set 3, when I looked at their statistics alone, I realized, man, those guys are off the charts, just hitting lights out. And Ottawa changed their tempo between set 1 and set 2. Set 2, they went to a faster tempo, and they stayed at that tempo out to their left pins. And so that was another adjustment that we had to make with our block, was not getting lulled into a high ball. We can set up our block, but rather shifting out a little bit earlier to put ourselves in a better blocking position. That was one of the keys for set 3, set 4 that we adjusted into also. But blocking numbers, again, really, really pleased with so many and every aspect of what the guys did tonight.
I thought Ottawa probably as sound serve receiving as we have seen from a team as well. And I made the comment, I said, and I just had the opportunity to look it up, you have not been held without a service ace so far this season. They did that here this evening.
Oh, interesting.
And it felt like when things weren't going your way, I thought, those are those unaccounted for or seem to be hidden points that you're not able to, that you weren't getting on this particular night.
And it's fascinating you say that. I'm replaying in my mind set number 3. We served the ball late in that set between 2 of their passers, and if it wasn't an ace, it almost was. And I think they got to arm this, a foot that, and they kept it alive. And here's what the no ace category, great observation by you. The thing that I love, though, is many of our servers went back to serve 2 and 3 times in each of the rotations. And even though they're not getting aces, that means that their offense, that our server is putting a ball into their passers that's making their offense a little bit more predictable. Their middle isn't involved as much, and that allows many times our defense to set up in a good way, and we get the return score, and that same server goes back for us. So no aces, I'll take, I'll take no aces, and us having this kind of a stat sheet all the time.
Is there a ball that Colt Schmidt doesn't think he can dig? Because I saw his reaction after one of them, and I thought, okay, you got to cut yourself a little bit of a slack here, because I think one of their guys went up unblocked, and he tried to square it up, and he was mad at himself, and it's like, okay, I get it, but there's going to be one that drops in once in a while. He doesn't think that way.
Correct, and that's what I love about him, and that's what the team relies on him to be, that different colored jersey guy on the court who is trying to protect every square inch of it. And Colt does that with expectations on himself and with a often high-level execution of keeping the rally alive. There was one set number 4 here. He dove several times horizontal. If there's a camera taking pictures, it would look like it, a great shot put a slip and slide underneath him digitally. He was just keeping the ball alive, and great pickups allowing our offense to run. He's that kind of guy, and a huge reason we had such great success tonight.
Well, you got the one tonight. Now Park tomorrow, and they've kind of been a monster so far this year. I don't think they've lost a match, period. They beat Morningside tonight, ended up being 3-0, but they're a very talented, very good team. What are we going to see from them other than those generic terms? Are they fast? They big? What are they? Or is it yes? I mean, what are they?
They don't run as much speed as they do just rely on their physicality. 6'9", 7'2", 6'7", et cetera, 6'9" in their different attacking positions. So that kind of height is something we haven't seen across our conference yet. And that'll be a good test for our guys. Are we just going to swing hard right down into forearms? Well, that's going to be in Park's favor. You look at the statistics nationally, Park is one of the top couple of blocking teams in the country. Okay, let's not make that a factor in our match tomorrow. Let's play a little different, a little smarter in the sense of how we attack. And we're going to have to control the ball. We've got to be strong from the service line. Even if it means no aces, can we make their offense more predictable? That's going to be beneficial to us.
1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you'll play Park. That's enough for tonight. Coach, I'll let you go, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you, Mike.
That is Coach Chad Hansen, and that is our post-game comments. I don't think we've gone through the Hague Health Center highlights yet, so why don't you go ahead and run those back in the Dordt Media truck if we have those, and I'll go through the numbers, and then we'll call it a night. The defenders, I gave you the general numbers. Leaders, Cade Schmidt, 19 kills. Joel Van Groningen, 14, 11 for Kai Chapman, 9 for Corey Capares, 8 for Lance Vermeer, 8 for Nicodemus Elliott. 31 assists for Joseph Jang, 24 for Hoffman. That's Justin Hoffman, 8 for Colt Schmidt. Colt also had 15 digs, and 10 digs for Joel Van Groningen. Corey Capares with 6 blocks, and Joel Van Groningen had 4. For Ottawa, Larzik had 19 kills. Zoljan had 17. Kadeem Morris had 8. 48 assists put up by Ledorts, and 9 digs for Baton. 10 for Zoljan, 10 for Larzik. Again, the Dordt Defenders and Ottawa Braves now both 6-3 in conference play. Ottawa goes to Morningside tomorrow. The Dordt Defenders will host Park. That is going to do it for our broadcast. This has been a production done with the Dordt Media Network and the Dordt Athletic Communication Office. Dordt Media Network is under the direction of Rich Lodewijk. Staff is primarily student employees. Dordt Media Network operators today, Rich Amber Liu, Espen Klunkset, Sherry Wang, and Elijah Nienhuis. Dordt Athletic Communications staff is Matt Boss and Isabel Pfeiffer, and several Dordt student employees. Special thanks to the Dordt University Advancement staff for its work in securing support for this broadcast and others like it. Once again, our final score, Dordt 3, Ottawa 1 in men's volleyball play. Good evening.